The 7 Best Korean Movies of 2024. This year, there are highly anticipated projects, starring some of the K-entertainment industry's biggest stars, being released. Expect some spine-chilling thrillers, heart-racing action films, feel-good comedies, heavy drama, and much more. Without further ado, here are this year's best new Korean films. These cinematic masterpieces are definitely worth adding to your 2024 watch list. Number 7. My name is Ro Kiwan. Ro Kiwan is a North Korean defector. He has arrived in the unfamiliar country of Belgium from North Korea because of his mother. He wants to settle down in the country, but his only hope for him to stay is to receive refugee status from the Belgium government. He fights to get that. Ro Kiwan then meets Mari. She used to be a Korean, but she has now received Belgian citizenship. In her past, she was a shooter. Unlike Ro Kiwan, who came to Belgium to live a new life, Mari doesn't have a reason to live. They have an unpleasant first meeting, but fall in love with each other. Number 6. Handsome guy. Self-proclaimed tough guy Jae-pil, played by Lee Sung-min, and sexy guy Sang-gu leave an unforgettable first impression on their moving day. Despite becoming special surveillance targets for Police Chief Choi and Officer Nam, played by Lee Kyo-hyung, they are simply happy to start anew in their European-style dream house. However, happiness is short-lived as they are inadvertently mistaken for kidnappers while trying to rescue Mina, who almost drowns. Meanwhile, uninvited guests looking for Mina start appearing, and an ancient spirit sealed in the basement awakens, surrounding the house with dark energy. Number 5. Exhuma. After suffering from serial paranormal events, a wealthy family living in LA summons a young rising shaman duo Warim and Bong Gil to save the newborn of the family. Once they arrive, Warim senses a dark shadow of their ancestor has latched on the family in a so-called grave calling. In order to exhume the grave and relieve the ancestor, Warim seeks help from top-notch geomancer Sang Deok and mortician Yong Gun. To their dismay, the four find the grave at a shady location in a remote village in Korea. Unaware of the consequences, the exhumation is carried out, unleashing a malevolent force buried underneath. Number 4. Hijack 1971. In the winter of 1971, Sokcho Airport passenger plane pilots Taein and Gusik take a flight to Gimpo. Following the guidance of flight attendant Ok-sun, the passengers on board are busy for a while, but not long after takeoff, an improvised bomb explodes, turning the plane into chaos. Young-dae, who is trying to hijack the entire plane, takes control of the cockpit and threatens to turn the plane to the north. Due to the impact of the explosion, Gusik loses his eyesight in one side and Taein finds himself in a desperate situation on the chaotic plane. They begin a desperate struggle to land the plane safely. Everyone risked their lives on this flight. Number 3. Escape. Military camp nearby the DMZ of a divided land, where south is the land of freedom, and the opposite side is land of repression. Sergeant Kyu Nam, who has been planning an escape to the south for a long time, gets caught while stopping a common soldier, Dong Hyuk, from escaping. At risk of execution, State Security Department Major Hyun Sang recognizes Kyu Nam from childhood. Instead of accusing him, Hyun Sang decides to make Kyu Nam a hero who caught a deserter. Hyun Sang, therefore, has succeeded in securing his performance records by saving Kyu Nam's life. Nevertheless, Kyu Nam wants to live his life by his own will, not the government's commands. He never gives up on crossing the border. On the other hand, Hyun Sang desperately stops Kyu Nam to protect his life, which has been built by giving up his dream. Number 2. Following. Realtor Young Tae's hobby is sneaking into strangers' homes and peeping into their lives. One day, an unfamiliar face in the area grabs his attention, Instagram star So Ra. Miraculously, So Ra leaves her house key at Young Tae's agency, and Young Tae visits her home whenever he can, thrilled and excited. Like any other day, Young Tae makes another visit and finds what he hadn't expected, the dead body of So Ra. Even worse, all evidences say that Young Tae is the criminal. Can he find the real killer and clear his name? Number 1. Millisecond. Apocalypse. In 1999, Young-mi, cruelly nicknamed Ms. Apocalypse, develops a crush on a married man who is imprisoned for embezzlement. Young-mi ends up imprisoned for aiding his crime. When she is released, her crush's wife, Eugene, visits, offering to pay off her husband's debt. Yet, because Eugene is physically disabled, Young-mi feels uneasy about taking her money. The two women eventually begin to live together. Their story is poignant yet consistently cheery, enlivening, and energetic.